Right, what's going on? I got my friends with me today. I got the fam with me today. Episode 1, Jab Journal, boxing updates. Lauren, I'm gonna let everybody know your name now. It's just Lauren. Just that in the world, yeah. Let everyone know. Everyone know. Right, episode 1. We have just come through Cinco de Mayo, an absolute epic weekend of boxing. We had on Inoue versus Nakatami. We had Benavidez versus Zordo. We had the Matchroom card. Guys, where was you at? What was you doing? Hold on, furthermore, introduce yourself to the people. Let them know what you're doing.
Yes, guys, my name is Jab Journal. Also, people know me as Yaks. I make boxing content on TikTok and Instagram. And yeah.
I'm Lauren with boxing updates. I make lots of content on lots of channels and I just chat shit.
Okay, she's been quite chilled out, quite rigs. Guys, you remember, I don't bring professionals on here, right? I don't bring in professional podcasters in here, yeah? There's no script. We just do the thing. We got loads of boxing to come through right now. But first of all, I'm going to go with the first question. What do you think was the fight of the weekend?
Fight of the weekend. I think it was the main event. No, actually.
Which main event?
Which one?
That's a better question.
Can't say main
There's
event.
so many main events that I'm so used to having one boxing fight a week that I forgot we had 3 weekends. I'd say it's either Conor Walker versus Sam Eggington or the main event between Benavidez and Zerdo. I love that fight, man.
But see, you know what it is about Eggington for me is like, he's hot and cold for me.
Yeah.
Like, I like him as a performer, but that fight there, I'm always like, the British public almost are kind of expecting Eggington to lose at some point. Like, it's going to be a good fight, right?
I had him up though. Before Walker got the stoppage, he was up. 100%. Like, you can't, I know he's hot and cold, but you can never count Eggington out.
Yeah.
You look at his name on paper and you think, actually, this is going to be a war.
It's always going to be
regardless,
worth your money, right?
100%.
Yeah.
And I did have him up before that knockout.
Yeah, no, it's like, again, with Eggington, when you see him on the card and you say like, okay, yes, it's going to be value for money, but is he a headliner? My brain is like, it doesn't make me, I don't see Eggington on the card and go headliner. I go entertainment, great, co-main, but great fight again. Did I have him up? I don't know if I agree with you. I don't know if I agree with you. I don't know if I agree with you. It was a good fight while it lasted, but I think my fight tonight has got to be Benavidez Zerdo, you know. What do you think of Benavidez Zerdo?
Do you know what? I made a video and it's a very embarrassing video. I think it's got more views after the fight because on that video, I basically said, what did I say? I said, it's going to be a competitive fight. I said,
Yeah.
I said, of course, I was taking into account Zerdo, his past experience, the fact that Benavidez is going up 25 pounds, you know. So I put all that into consideration and I thought he's going to fight the bigger man. Zerdo weighing at 200 pounds. Benavidez is 196.4, I believe. So I'm thinking Zerdo struggled to probably cut to make weight.
Yeah.
Benavidez didn't look like he cut anything. He just probably had a blast the day of the weigh-in and just came and showed up and made weight. So I was thinking it's going to be a difficult fight. Man, was I wrong, man?
I know. We know what it is about Benavidez is fighting to. Trust me, I'm gonna annoy you guys quite a lot with this comment. Benavidez for me has always been a weight bully. As in, I've always thought he's a cruiserweight. He's always had the frame of a bigger fighter. We know that's why Canelo didn't want to fight him. Far too big. That is. I don't understand how he ever made super middleweight at any point. Because his frame, even in there, I would say Zordo is the bigger guy.
But he looked like he was supposed to be in there.
But he looked like he's always been a
yeah.
cruiserweight, right? So going into the fight, I think the factor of the fight was always going to come out who was going to be faster on the night. And Benavidez. I got a new nickname for Benavidez, Machine Gun Benavidez. Like, the speed level of Benavidez for me is something that I don't think anyone at cruiserweight, including Jaya Pattaya, across the street.
Don't say that. I'm a Jaya Pattaya guy. I'm a diehard Jaya Pattaya fan. I think he's the man that's going to beat him.
Yeah.
Then again, I said the same about Nakatani, and I was wrong.
All right. Lauren. Okay. Jaya Pattaya. Is he now going to get frozen out now that he's at Zafar?
I do think that that's the potential. Obviously, we've seen him lose the IBF, but it was interesting for me because Benavidez never even called Opataya out, so that makes me think that Benavidez thinks he's off the table anany.
Yeah, well,
But he
how?
never even came into conversation.
The reason I'm saying this is because before the fight was announced, before Jaya went to Zuffa, Benavidez always avoided Jaya Pattaya's name. He was asked what before Jaya even signed to Zuffa.
Yeah.
I love Benavidez, by the way. I'm not hating on Benavidez. I think he's an amazing fighter, once in a generation. But the conversation was always he's gonna go up to cruiserweight, fight Zerdo, and come back down.
Yeah,
and
there
I
was
didn't
never.
get that because I'm thinking if you're going to cruiserweight, And this is when Jai was the IBF champ. Before Jai, when Jai was with Matchroom.
Yeah.
Why not go there and beat the lineal champ? Be the guy who's the man.
But is
in
that
division.
I feel like that's more of a financial thing because I like Jai Bataille, but it's been obvious now that him signing with Zoffa meant financially he's not where he wanted to be, and he wasn't putting enough bums in seats. So if I'm looking at it from a Benavidez standpoint, is he gonna make me the bank? Like Zordo, you knew Cinco de Mayo, Mexican fight, you were gonna make that bank, right? Yeah. Regardless. Even though fight fans, and I love Jai Bataille, he's an absolute beast, but he's not selling tickets. Like he's not doing mainstream numbers where you'd think he would be doing it. It's crazy, right? But then I look at like him making the move to Zafar, and he kept saying it financially. This was the best move for me. So obviously he wasn't making enough money over with Matchroom, who put him on headline shows, who tried to find opponents for him. So with Benavidez, again, he wants to be the face of boxing. Kept saying it all weekend. I'm gonna be the face of boxing. Does the Jai Bataille fight give you the Cinco de Mayo look?
I definitely think it does.
It does?
Now the reason I'm saying this is because there's one man who really wants to see that fight. I think I saw an interview, and Turkey said, Benavidez asked Turkey, get me the Canelo fight, because as Canelo signed to Riyadh season.
Yeah.
Turkey replied, fight Jai. So if Turkey's involved, the money's always gonna be there, in my opinion.
I don't know. I come back to Lauren. I can't come back to you now because I think that you've spoken about Zafar. Jab is pro Zafar. I'm putting you over there on that side, pro Zafar. Yeah. I can't wait for the Ryan and thingy. We'll come back to that, right? Do we think though Zafar is a good place for Jai Bataille?
Listen, I'm not fully against Zuffa. I don't particularly like the aesthetics. I don't like that they're on a Sunday. I don't like the look. Do I think some good fights could be made? Maybe. I don't like that Jai's had to give up the IBF. I don't like this whole own Zuffa bet. There's pros and cons. Do I think Jai can get the biggest fights right now? No.
No, it's kind of frozen.
I feel like CBS has been brought in for Jai.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're signing people
for Jai
to fight. Yeah. And the problem is with me over at Zafar is that whole ethos of, okay, we're going to forget the rest of the belts. I don't know why they started that.
I don't get it.
Like, Jai being the Ring Magazine champion was enough, right? Okay, you are the guy. You're the champion. I think the invention of, okay, we're going to bring in a Zafar belt to create a quote-unquote league, which is stupid, for me, takes boxing back.
Yeah.
It takes boxing back 10 steps. Because instead of everybody being forced to fight the top guy, the Ring Magazine guy, the guy that beat the guy, you're now going, well, no, you're across the street. So it doesn't matter if you've got the Ring Magazine. If you're not able to fight me, then how can Jai be deemed the champion? Can he be deemed the guy if he can't fight any of the guys?
If he can't fight the guys, then he can't be deemed the guy. You've got to fight the guys, but I don't know how it works out. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a catch-22, but we're going to come back to the Zafar conversation. What was your fight of the weekend?
For pure, beautiful, technical ability, Inoue Nakatani.
Beast!
Oh my days.
The monster!
Just beautiful to watch. The whole thing. For excitement and entertainment purposes, Benavidez Zerdo.
Yeah, all day.
Insane. Crazy. I had similar to you. I said Benavidez points. I did not think we were going to get a stoppage just because of the sheer size of Zerdo. Obviously, you can't rule him out because of his hand speed, but there was always going to be a little bit of a question mark. Will that speed carry up to Cruiser?
Yeah.
Of course it did.
It definitely
it did. And it was amazing. But for me, I like watching the technicality, and that's why I enjoyed Nakatani.
I love that fight. It was for your fight fans.
Yeah.
It was the fight to watch.
Yeah.
I should have put a bet on it. You should have owed me something. He screamed Nakatami. He screamed Nakatami, and I went. You know what it is about Nakatami? I think Nakatami is a great champion.
Yeah.
Will probably beat everybody else at that weight class. You could tell from round 1 to 3, the fight options, the plan was wrong. The waiting for Inoue, waiting, right? Had that back foot all the way back in Narnia, waiting for Inoue to walk in. Inoue is not your fighter.
He did not utilize his southpaw stance or his reach. Like his reach.
Because he was waiting for that counter.
Yeah, he really
We kept saying, I think you guys saw it on the live, all night. He's waiting for that counter.
Yeah.
He's waiting for that counter.
Yeah.
And in a way, he's far too educated to
Yeah.
go, yeah, I'm going to fall into that.
Yeah.
Like, he knows what that is. He understands what that is. He knows what to do with it. Hitting the body consecutively, just kind of. And every time you notice it, he stood on his foot quite a lot. And in a way, my Uncle Duke loves standing on the toe. It works. Like, every time he would like get his foot on the outside, like in a way, would stand on his foot. And he'd have to move again. You have to keep adjusting and keep adjusting. And I think watching that fight to the untrained eye, yeah, you'd be like, oh, okay, there was no fireworks. Even though Nakatomi in round 10 went, someone got in his ear, right? Someone said to Nakatomi, go get him. Go and get him.
And he pressed it.
He
did
pressed it.
I would say 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think Nakatani,
Yeah.
he definitely came back into it. And actually, had he done that from the first bell, it could have been a very
Could have been
different
a
fight.
very different fight.
But Inoue just had him figured out.
But do you think, even though he did turn it up, I noticed that when he did close the distance, Nakatami, he was getting caught in that blender. Like, in a way, it was like, oh, my fight now. And landing, those body shots were landing at will. And again, he'd kind of get caught by 3 or 4 shots, Nakatami, and then jump back out.
Yeah.
And go, okay, this isn't where I really want to be.
See, I've seen the argument about the head clash being what then pulled the momentum. No. Listen,
Let me land.
I have seen so many people say that the head clash is what caused the momentum to back off with Nakatani. I disagree.
No.
Because Inoue always comes back in the last half of the fight.
Yeah.
He will never just leave it. Like, he always comes back. So I think that would have happened regardless. I think he would have turned the pressure back off.
Yeah, no, I think he had to. I think, when fighters figured out that they're down on the scorecards, and if you can go through the gears, Nakatami obviously can, great fighter. I think then, okay, I've got to try something different now. Trying to wait for Inoue to kind of be goaded into the counter shot, which wasn't going to happen. We're not fighting like, a good guy. We're fighting who I've got, the pound for pound number 2 in the world. He is not going to fall.
I'm moving him up.
You moving him up?
And I am an Usyk girl, am I?
Yeah?
I am an Usyk girl.
Yeah?
I'm moving him above Usyk.
You're putting him at number 1?
I'm putting him at
See,
number
I
1.
want to put him at number 1, but problem with the number 1 spot for me is that, in a way, is one step further or closer to greatness. Usyk beating AJ twice, beating Fury twice, beating Debot just gives him that level of greatness.
He's made of undisputed 4-weight champion now. Like,
so many.
I mean, it's close. I mean, it's really
It's there.
thin,
That's why
but
it's there.
I've just moved him up.
I think
done it.
he's got, for me, in a way, he's got to do one of 2 things for me to get into that 1 spot. He's there though, and he'll probably do it with ease. He's either got to go up 1 more weight class, and I don't care if he gets unified, just win a belt. Then I go, cool, number 1. Or, and this is an or, he fights Bam. If he fights Bam and destroys Bam, he lives that number. I don't think you'll ever get, in a way, down from that list.
Do you think he beats Bam?
What do you think? What do you think about
the
that?
Bam fight is.
I'm not that mad on it.
I don't want that.
Love the Bam fight.
I don't want that fight.
Why?
I think Inoue beats him comfortably.
Why? The weight difference.
Weight difference. I just think stylistically, he does not. I don't see
Bam is
Bam
fantastic.
Rodriguez. But I love Bam.
Bam is
Yeah.
But there's a reason why he's at 100 and what he's moved up to 118 pounds
Yeah,
now.
yeah, 118.
He's fighting Vargas.
Yeah.
I would say stay there. I think Nakatani beats Bam.
Thing about Bam is, right, because he's a smaller fighter, and all the smaller fighters will know it's up, down at those lower weights, bantamweight and further, that power can be turned off by going up 3 pounds, right? You can go up against a guy that's a little bit too heavy for you, and suddenly that Bam power doesn't, like you're saying, doesn't look as impressive. Against Inoue, who can be dropped, has been dropped.
But he's so clever how he manages it.
Yeah, but it's quick popped, right? He's never been flattened,
No.
right? He's never been flattened. But do you think Bam could hurt Inoue at any point?
No.
Why?
I think Bam's got the speed and he's got the ability. I just think that weight difference is going to be a big thing. I don't know if Bam's power will carry. I don't know. I think it would be a pop shot. It would be a flush. It wouldn't be flush. It wouldn't be heavy. So if he went down Inoue, we'd get back up and readjust like he does.
Yeah, he's just great. I love it. Inoue, the monster. For me, Inoue right now, again, I like the number 1 spot for Inoue. I want that one more thing, because I know he's got it in his bag. I know Inoue can go up 1 more weight class, because when guys come up, they're like running scared, right? You've got the brother down there at bantamweight, still causing hell for everybody. So the dad is doing, hats off to the dad.
I swear, I did a video on that. Shingo, oh my god.
The dad
I
is,
bow to you, sir.
he's doing something. And
Crazy.
even like, I would say the influence that Inoue has had on that part of the world in boxing. Big up to everyone that's watched Bloodhounds. Like watching Bloodhounds and watching the anime and watching like that world have kind of like thrown themselves into the world of boxing. Inoue right now is just leading that charge. How long do we think Inoue's got left in boxing though?
What is he now? 30?
32. I got it 32. Google it. 32.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't look like he'd slowed down. Not at all. And we've seen, I still think he's good to go for a while.
And he has fun.
Yeah,
he has fun. You see him smiling at him when he caught him with the little one too, and then looked at him and just smiled at him. He was like, got ya. I love that.
There's so much respect there as well. Like, it's beautiful.
But what do we think about the atmosphere at Tokyo Dome?
Man, the ring walks, anime-esque. You'd think you're in anime. The way they make the lights and everything.
Yeah.
Out of this world, man.
But I've decided I think I'd get thrown out of there. Like, I love the respect, right? And I love how it's like, you know, we're watching art. We're literally when Inoue caught him with the body shots, I'm screaming, all right, lick him up. Lick him up. Did you see that, right? Lick him up. Lick it. I couldn't. Everybody was like literally so calm.
And they were clapping after every round.
But I'm like, I'd be watching the clock. Okay, this is all the fight fans. Who clocked Inoue? Look at the clock in the last round, right?
It's the 10th round as well.
Yeah, but in the last round, it was quite noticeable because he stepped off and looked up. That's me. That would have been me every round. Last 10 seconds going, 9, 10. Yeah. Did you see that? I couldn't compose myself. Like, I love that, you know, every part of the world has its own group of fans, right? And, you know, England is England, you know? Incredible. I don't think you can ever beat... I gotta see.
You don't.
Yeah?
Conor Ben Eubank, my whole hand was bruised from banging it. I walked out, my hand was black. I was like, what have I been doing? I was just screaming.
I love it. I would literally put my hands up and say the UK fans have to be the best boxing fans there is anywhere.
100%. Everyone who comes here always like, all the fighters I've spoken to, I come to the UK and fight here because I had a friend before on the recent card, Fury vs Makhmudov.
Yeah.
His is Brian Gorham. He said the atmosphere is insane, nothing like he's ever seen before. Yeah, it's insane.
But I've got a hot take though. My favorite venue in boxing is Your Call.
I like small venues.
Yeah?
Much better. Just better atmosphere, better vibes, better view. Like, I've been to big events. I've been to Conor Ben Eubank. I went to Wembley to watch Usyk Dubois. But I prefer the smaller shows.
Yeah.
Because you're right in the nitty gritty.
Anybody asks me about, like, you know, they've just come into boxing or they want to go to the event, I'm always going to say, go to a York Hall, Southern area, scrap. Yeah. I want to see a postman versus a scaffold. What? Everybody so there. Good. You've got the travelers there. You've got Africans there. You've got everyone. You got everybody there. That Southern area might as well be the WBC title. Like watching everyone knows York Hall. They've got those little like little balcony bits that come out. I've got as a picture of me in the sun when Leon won his beat. It was for the was it for the British Eliminator? I think it was for the English Eliminator one. And I'm literally Leon's on top of the ropes and I'm hanging off the balcony. And you can see me in the Sun newspaper like this. Because you can feel the rumble from the ring. Yeah. Like for me, if you're not into boxing and you want to truly understand what it means to fighters, like what the training looks like, what the hard times look like. Even the refs. I would say the refs at York Hall are far less to stop the fight. Than a fight at Matchroom. And I'll talk about that later on. We'll come on to the heavyweight. But for me, some refs are a little bit too jumpy. They're a little bit too early into the fight. You're cool. They're like, if he dies, he dies. Like, let him go. But obviously, again, York Hall will always be like my favorite place to watch boxing. Do love Tottenham. Do love Wembley, you know, for those bigger fights. You hate stadiums?
I hate stadiums.
It's an experience. I took my son to Fury Makhmudov. My son is... Don't ask me why. A massive Fury fan. He wanted to go to his first...
We'll come on to that later.
He wanted to go to his first boxing, so I booked it, and he was in awe. Yeah. But he was also gutted that he couldn't see massively well either. So the experience was fantastic. But you get a good experience, a good aesthetic.
But also, I would say, watching a fight at a big venue, you don't actually realize the brutality of it.
Oh, I know, exactly.
Like, the brutality of watching a York Hall fight.
I need to be there.
You've heard the thuds. Like,
on top of the ring, basically.
Yeah.
The fight looks up, you can see you.
I've seen, I can't remember who I was with. I think I was at a heavyweight fight. And Leon was fighting again. and literally there was a heavyweight fight, and Anthony Yarde standing next to me, and a heavyweight got knocked out. The whole room went silent.
Yeah.
You know, like almost like an uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to cheer because he's there, and his mum's probably
Yeah,
over there.
yeah.
Like it was like, oh, and you're worried. Like where I've gone copper box, seen guys get flattened, and you're like, oh, he's all right.
We were like that at the Pat Brown Ultra Gamar Stadium. Obviously, that's quite a small, intimate venue, and that happened with Glenn in the Crawler fight, and everybody was just silent. Like you say, it was just silent.
That's why I'd love to see. Let's get on back to that. I'd love to see Bilal in like a small venue.
Yeah.
I think
I love Bilal.
Bilal is
I'm a big
the
fan of
truth, right?
I think he's a showman, you know. I think boxing, and he does it in such a way where it's not disrespectful to the opponent.
Yeah.
It's more of a way that he's confident in himself.
Yeah.
The way he carries himself, he brings like some sort.
And he's getting better.
Yeah, which is
Is
surprising.
he getting better, right?
He's only start, Jermaine.
We were talking about this in the group chat. I have a group chat with some of my friends
Yeah.
where we talk boxing, and I always say Bilal is weird because he's getting better as he ages, and he's also getting better as the fight goes on. So Bilal in the 6 to 12 rounds, is a different fighter from
he's
1 to 6.
comfortable now, right? It's like he gets into his groove, and if it's like there's a lot of fighters like that. Once they find their little flow state, they he's going right now. But for me with Bilal, obviously I love his story. Bilal, we need the movie. I need the movie. I'll play you.
I'll play you.
I love it. But what? He's an older guy.
Yeah.
38.
Yeah,
38 right now.
38.
What do we think? Is there a ceiling for Bilal?
Do you know what? I was saying this, and people call me crazy for this. Get him a Josh Kelly fight, man. Let him fight for a
bring
world
it on.
title. Let him fight for
I
a
love
world
that
title.
shout.
Styles makes fights.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Josh Kelly likes to move around the ring. So does Bilal. Bilal likes to move around the ring, torn.
Yeah.
That's a fight I would love to see.
I love the Josh Kelly fight. And even taking it further, because we know Conor's gonna lose eventually. Bilal Conor Ben. Oh my god, the press conference by itself. And watch it. What? That's like Bilal. I think
That would be
Bilal for
insane.
me is the type of guy that could get under your skin and put you in a nightmare fight. Same for Josh. I love Josh.
Yeah.
Josh is again
a
great
good fighter,
movement from
amazing fighter,
Josh.
yeah.
Like I've loved all of his fights, but I think I like that shout though.
Yeah.
Bilal versus Josh. But do we think Matchroom pushes for that now? Obviously, I don't know where Bilal is ranked within
He's
any of the bodies. I
think
can't remember.
he's top 15. I'm not sure. I have to check the rankings.
I'll check the rankings.
Let's check
We'll
the
check it,
rankings.
guys. Check the rankings and see where Bilal is.
Yeah,
Just
but he
drop
has
it there
to
for
be
me.
in there. He's British and Commonwealth champion, so he has to be in the rankings.
But now,
somewhere.
does he go the traditional route now and go and fight for the Europeans? That's an option.
I think with Bilal, what's holding him back is
Passport.
his immigration issues. Because if he fights for a world title, let's say worst case scenario, it goes to past bids. He can't. He can't.
Well, he
fight
can't go
outside.
to past bids because you can't leave the country.
He can't leave the country. He can't go to past bids. Matchroom would have to constantly keep him fighting in the UK. which hinders him a bit, I think.
Well, he could. Well, he can always do the traditional route. A lot of fighter fans will know this. For you to keep the Lonsdale belt, you have to win it and then defend it 3 times. So that's always an option for him while they're working on this passport situation. Big up to Eddie. I know Eddie's really pushing for the Bilal to get that passport
Definitely,
because
yeah.
they're stalling his career.
Yeah.
He can't go on. Even if he fought for a European title, there's no guarantee it's in Britain.
Yeah.
You know, that might be it might be anywhere in Britain, right? But I think Bilal for me, for that Eggington card was like just the fight to watch. You know, from the build up, you gotta have some super confidence to have your chest out in a press conference.
I was at the press conference and it was beautiful to watch. But actually, from many things, because he also just mentioned how like boxing is his therapy.
Yeah.
He said if I was not doing boxing, I would be in therapy and
Yeah.
I need it. And it was just, it's so interesting to listen to in so many different aspects.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he's
yeah.
entertaining, but he's got so many demons. He said that himself.
That line of the night.
Yeah.
Apologize.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he said that, I fell out my chair. I was like, there's no way Lauren kept a straight face when he said that.
I interviewed him and couldn't keep a straight face.
He was
What
just
a
like,
guy.
he said apologize. I was like, oh, best line of the night. And from that, I was like, he's won. Because he's now in your heads, right? You know, I lived. And again, I love his story enough for that card for me. He just brings that element. Like he's got to be a headliner now. And I love what he's getting. You know, all the promotion he's getting now. His new little his tag watch. You see, he was on to Eddie.
Rolex
He wants a
now,
Rollie.
yeah.
Eddie, come on, Eddie. What did you back say, Eddie? When he asked for it, I was like, the pure balls on you to ask
It
for the
was
Rolex.
Please, 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 please.
I know it, no, but now you probably get it. You know, it'll get, and he's one of them people that you want to see win, right? I always say boxing is, yes, it's fighting and yes, it's technical, but it's storytelling.
Yeah.
Any fighters I ever talk to, I always say, what is your story? What makes you different than any other fighter that's come before you?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to hear Conor Ben with 40 million talk about providing for my family. I'm not trying to hear any of that. Right? What's your story? Who are you fighting for? What are you trying to do? You always say, you know, the belt doesn't make a man, the man makes the belt, right? You can walk around with a British title and a world title, but if you're not, you know, telling something positive or showing somebody something or trying to set a new precedent for boxing, what are we doing? And then we come back to what Benavidez is doing right now. Benavidez wants to be the face of boxing, right? His goal is to be. I think he said he's got the same birthday as Pacquiao, and he loves that